The Invictus Games opening ceremony in Vancouver was meant to be a triumphant moment for Prince Harry, a celebration of his passion project supporting wounded veterans. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get latest updates from us. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation. Cameras flashed, reporters jostled, and the crowd buzzed. Harry's appearance on stage was anticipated as another milestone in the game's legacy, a testament to his commitment to the resilience and courage of these athletes. However, within hours, the narrative shifted dramatically. The focus veered away from honoring the athletes and towards a dissection of Harry's own speech. The internet exploded with debates, memes, and critiques, largely fueled by Jon Stewart's sharp and satirical takedown on The Daily Show. Stewart, known for his unflinching comedic honesty, didn't pull punches, transforming the royal event into a comedic spectacle. His critique wasn't a simple jab. It was a full-scale roast that reverberated through both entertainment and news media. But why this moment? Why this target? To understand this, we must examine the context. Prince Harry, born into royalty, has always lived under intense public scrutiny. From his rebellious youth to his military service, his marriage to Meghan Markle, and their highly publicized departure from royal duties, his life has been a constant media narrative. While some view him as a progressive force, others see him as a privileged figure struggling to define himself outside the royal structure. This inherent conflict between his identity, public expectations, and self-presentation has fueled years of media attention. In Vancouver, this conflict reached a boiling point. The Invictus Games, once a source of global admiration for Harry, became overshadowed by controversy. It wasn't just Stewart. Social media was ablaze with opinions, some defending Harry's noble cause, others criticizing his speech as self-indulgent, tone-deaf, or disconnected from the event's purpose. The words intended to uplift veterans ironically wounded Harry's public image. The crux of the controversy lay not just in the speech's content, but in its delivery and the broader cultural landscape surrounding Harry and Meghan. To understand Stewart's reaction, we must consider The Daily Show's role. Known for its incisive satire and fearless approach to current events, the show acts as a barometer of public sentiment. Jon Stewart, a master of comedic dissection, exposes hypocrisy and grandstanding, regardless of the target's status. His aim isn't mere mockery, but the revelation of underlying truths. Prince Harry's speech provided a prime opportunity for this kind of dissection. Certain phrases, delivery choices, and underlying messages struck a chord, not just with Stewart, but with a large segment of the audience. It wasn't solely about the words themselves, but how they were presented and how they contrasted with Harry's public persona. As clips circulated online, it became clear this wasn't simply a few offhand jokes. Stewart's takedown reflected a simmering skepticism towards the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, their media narratives, and their attempts to balance royal life with their new identities. In recent years, the perception of Prince Harry has shifted. Once seen as a charming rebel who found purpose in philanthropy, he's now viewed through a more divided lens. His interviews, book releases, and media ventures, often focusing on personal struggles and battles within the royal institution, are seen by some as brave and necessary, while others perceive them as repetitive, self-focused, or calculated attempts at image control. This disconnect is crucial. When speaking about the Invictus Games, a platform celebrating veteran resilience, the expectation is that the focus remains on the athletes. Any deviation, any perceived self-referentiality, risks being viewed as inappropriate. This is precisely the criticism Stewart leveraged. Stewart's satirical lens reframed Harry's speech as less about the veterans and more about Harry himself. Whether this was a fair assessment or comedic exaggeration is debatable, but the impact is undeniable. Within hours of The Daily Show airing, reactions flooded social media. Clips of Stewart's monologue sparked intense debates, with some applauding the critique and others rushing to Harry's defense. Major news outlets joined the conversation, fueling the discussion. This controversy transcends fleeting celebrity news. It reveals a battle between messaging and reception. Harry likely intended to inspire and uplift, but in an era of constant scrutiny, intention doesn't always equate to impact. The reception of words depends on public mood, existing biases, and the cultural context.